Music producers, this is the last week at CurtisKingBeats.com/Curtspiration. I was posing an interesting question from, I believe, Brazen of KP. He basically asked, look, Curtis, I'm getting a lot of beat plays, but not necessarily beat sales. What's going on? Let's talk about it. Music producers, have you ever had a situation where you were in the same position as Brazen KP? You don't have to answer that because I know the answer is already yes. This happens in the very initial stage of you starting your beat leasing business. What's going to happen is that you draw so much attention to your website. Either it's through, maybe you did an ad on Facebook, maybe you jumped on Twitter and you've been talking to rappers in the DM. You let them know, look, I got a new website up, come check me out. And you're wondering, look, I'm getting a lot of beat plays, a lot of traffic from many different sources, but why are these fools not buying from me? It's a great question, but understand this is something that we all go through. Here's the first thing that I want you to understand in this situation. Every rapper, singer, or potential client of yours, they're not visiting your website with the same goal in mind. They're not all going there saying, I'm going to buy today. This is the beat. I needs it. Let's go to the checkout. Let's go home. That's not the goal of every single consumer rapper, singer that comes to your website. That's not the goal. Let's be realistic. You got people that come to your website and today they may decide, you know what? I like the sound of this beat. I like your whole catalog actually. And maybe they're at the beginning of their project. Maybe they're at the end of their project. Whatever the case, maybe there's so many variables in terms of why they're there. You just got to make sure you do one very important thing no matter why they're there. You have to make sure that you have some kind of contact with them. Now, this can come in the form of an email. This can come in the form of adding a chat box to your website. But you got to make sure that you have something that says, no matter what this customer wants to do in 2 weeks, 1 month, 2 months, I have some kind of contact with them. And part of that is them signing up to your email list. That's probably the most important one. I did mention the chat box, but this email list is all too important. Now, if you look onto my website right now at CurtisKingBeats.com, one of the first things you'll see is the branding logo that is Curtis King Beats, and then you'll also see the actual email sign up, because some people, they want to, kind of get to know who you are before they start going into their pockets using their credit card to pay you out. They don't know you. Who are you? How did you get here? Shout out to Deborah Cox. How did you get here? What is going on? They don't know who you are. So it's up to you to start to build a genuine relationship with them. And sometimes the only way that you can build that is not just by releasing fire. There's a lot of fire producers out here with trash ass customer service. So if they know that exists amongst all these other producers, you got to make sure that you take care of your one job. Your one job is not just to sell beats. Yes, that's the bottom line. Yes, it's very, very important. But your number one job is to make sure that you build relationships. The more relationships you build, the more you reach out to them, the more opportunities that you have to be able to sell in front of an audience. Now, what's better? To have 4 sales from people and never hit them up, or to have an email list full of 400 people where you could potentially sell that amount of beats at any given time, or a percentage of that, because you've already established a genuine relationship with them. So if you're getting a lot of beat plays, do not automatically assume it's because your beats suck. People are not going to think about yourself. Do you play stuff that you don't like over and over and over again? If you do, you don't like life or yourself or your ears. Why are you doing that? Stop it. Stop it. Stop. Put your headphones down, man. You don't do that to your own music. Why would somebody come to your website and listen to a bunch of beats and say they suck? So you got to think about that process. Also, too, I would suggest simulate the buying process for yourself. See what it feels like to be a customer. Have you done that? Have you bought from yourself? Have you gone to your beat store and bought a beat from yourself? Have you done the process and say, I thought this was easy because the instructions said just push the add button and add it to my checkout. You thought it was easy, and then you actually simulated it and figured out, oh man, there's super issues with my PayPal account not being linked. There's super issues with the, how fluid the buying process is. This is actually no fun at all. It's actually a headache. If it's a headache for you, imagine the enormous migraine it is for somebody who's not even a part of sort of the producer needs language that we speak. Imagine how much of a migraine it is for them. So you need to be trying to create an environment that says, look, I'm not forcing you to buy. I'm encouraging you if you'd like to invest. But if anything, I'm encouraging us to build a real relationship. These are real people. Stop looking at beat plays like they're just these numbers of imaginary internet feet. I don't know what you even call them. I don't know if you want to say trolls. You're just giving them too much. You're not giving them enough power, I should say. You're not giving them enough respect that these are actual human beings that are coming to there. You get a lot of plays. That's a good start. That's a great place to start at. But if you're not having interactions beyond those plays, that all falls on you. The more interaction you have, the more you're able to sort of build up your reputation in these people's eyes and their minds, and that you're able to show them that, look, this person knows what they're talking about, their quality, great customer service, and they're a real freaking human being. The more that people can see that, the better chances you have of getting your first sale. You may get your first sale, and it may not even necessarily be just because your beats are dope. It may be because somebody says in their heart of hearts, they feel like you are a great person to do business with, and they'd rather do business with you than the person that's number one on the charts right now on that particular website. Once again, it's another Curtspiration. Dude, if you need some more of this use, please subscribe to the channel below. Be a part of the notification gang. Hey, I'm not even going to say shout out to my Patreon because we are ending the Patreon because we have reached our last final goal. I feel like the last boss on the video game. We reached our final goal. Square up. No, but thank you to everybody who has contributed. We are now transitioning from the contribution to Patreon. Now I am focused and zeroed in like a sniper on this Curtis King Beats producer and rapper community. I am so serious about this. So if you want to go ahead and sign up for that, go to curtiskingbeats.com/membership. Let's get this thing going. So you guys tell me, what have you learned from your own experience has been the reason why you got so many plays, but maybe not sales? Obviously there's many different factors that go into it. Those are some of the things that I personally see as an issue. But share with your peers and let them know what's going on. In this life, you will not be full of life until you decide to live life to its fullest. Curtis King of CurtisKingBeats.com.
I can't listen to you. When I listen to you, it's a liability. Cause you be mentally killing my inner energy. So I'm concealing my feelings before you injure me.